Welcome to a new guitar tutorial. 50 years ago Imagine was released, and today we're going to do a not too hard to play guitar arrangement of this John Lennon classic. If you're interested in sheet music of the song, you can go to my Patreon page. There you can download a full transcription including tabs and regular notation of the guitar parts I will show you in this tutorial. And if you enjoyed the lesson, please hit subscribe, ring the bell, leave a like, and if you have any questions, drop me a line in the comments. We have three parts in the song. We have a verse part, which is also played during the intro, and we have a pre-chorus part and a chorus section. And we're starting with the intro or the verse part. The song starts on a regular C major chord, first fret of the B string, second fret of the D string, and the third fret of the A string. And we're picking the D and the G string with our index and our middle finger. And on the offbeats, we're picking the A string with our thumb. So we have the pattern 1 and 2 and 3 and on beat 4 the chord changes to C major 7 chord, so we remove the first finger and now we pick the D, the G and the open B string on beat 4, 4 and. So the complete first bar, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and then we're going to an F major chord with a C in the bass. We have the first fret of the B string, we have the second fret of the G string, the third fret of the A string with our third finger, and the third fret of the D string with our fourth finger. And we're picking the same pattern, the D string, the G string and the B string. 1, and on the offbeats we're playing the root again. 1 and 2 and 3 and on beat 4 there's a chromatic melody line starting on the A, second fret of the G string, going up to the B, the third fret of the G string, and then we end on the open B string. So A, B flat, third fret, and then the open B string. The second, complete second bar, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 E and you can pick all the notes in this chromatic line, or you can do a hammer on also to the third fret and then going to the open B string. So the complete 2-bar pattern, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 E and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and so on. This part is played 2 times as an intro of the song and then 4 times during the first verse section. And then we're in the pre-chorus section. The pre-chorus starts on an F chord, and here I use this F chord on the D, the G, the B and the high E string. So I bar the first fret of the B and the E string. I have the second fret of the G string and the third fret of the D string. And here I change the picking pattern. And now the picking pattern is on beat 1 I pick the root note, here the D string and the B and the high E string. And on the off beats I'm picking the G string, 1 and 2 and. One more time, 1 and on beat 2 also the E and the B string, 1 and 2 and then back to the G string. Then we're going to an A minor chord with an E in the bass. So we have a regular A minor chord, first fret of the B string, second fret of the D string and second fret of the G string. And I'm playing the same picking pattern, 3 and 4 and then I'm going to a D minor chord, first fret of the high E string, second fret of the G string and the third fret of the B string. Same picking pattern, 1 and 2 and then we're going to an F chord with a C in the bass. So we bar again the B and the E string on the first fret. We leave the second finger on the second fret of the G string, and we have our third finger on the third fret of the A string. 3 and 4 and the same picking pattern. So these complete 2 bars starting on the F chord. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and then we're going to a regular G chord. We have the third fret of the low E string, the second fret of the A string, and the third fret of the high E string, and we're keeping the same picking pattern. 1 and 2 and 3 and on beat 4 we're adding the first finger on the first fret of the B string. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and on in the next bar we're changing these 2 fingers, so we move the first finger to the first fret of the high E string and the fourth finger to the third fret of the B string. And so we have a G7 chord to end this part. So once again the part with the G chord. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4. And one more time the complete pre-chorus section. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4. After the first pre-chorus we're going back to the next verse part, and then once again back to the pre-chorus section. And after the second pre-chorus there's the first chorus section, also starting on an F chord, but this time I'm using here a regular barred F chord. So I bar the first fret, and we have the second fret of the G string, the third fret of the A string, and the third fret of the D string, and we're keeping the same picking pattern that we used during the pre-chorus part, but now we're picking the D, the G and the B string. So the complete chorus section goes like this. We're starting on this F chord, 1 and 2 and then going to a G chord, and we're keeping the same picking pattern, 3 and 4 and then we're going to a C chord, regular C chord, and we're also keeping the same picking pattern. Now the thumb is picking the A string, but only we will stay on the C chord only for one beat, 1 and then we're going to C major chord. Here we're removing the first finger, 1 and 2 and on beat 3 we're going to an E major chord, and now we're picking the 3 upper strings, the G, the B and the high E string again, 3 and then we're changing to an E7 chord. Here we add the fourth finger on the third fret of the B string, and we're picking the D, the G and the B string again. So this complete E chord. So Sorry, one more time. And the complete 2 bars starting on the F chord. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. These 2 bars are repeated. Also a third time. Time to the F, and then there's a little bass line which leads back to the next verse part, starting on the C, 3rd fret of the A string, going down to the G, 3rd fret of the E string, open A string, and then going to B, 2nd fret of the A string. And between these bass notes, we're picking the 1st fret of the B string. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and then we're in the next verse part. And after this next verse, we have another pre-chorus part, another chorus section, and then the whole song ends on a C chord. This was my guitar arrangement of Imagine by John Lennon. I hope you enjoyed the lesson. Please hit subscribe if you haven't, ring the bell, leave a like, and I hope to see you next time. Bye.